You saw the title of this video, so we're gonna get right into it. There's a lot of WTF moments in this film. Now, believe it or not, in my review and subsequent posts, people were actually saying,
actually, it's not that bad if you just let this film stand on its own. It's actually supposed to be a small-scale film.
yeah, because the Dark Phoenix saga is small scale. Anyways, let's just get into it. So first up, right at the start of the film, which takes place in 1975, they play a song on the radio that didn't come out till 1978. We've been over this one before, but how old are these people? They literally look like they're still in their late 30s, maybe 40s. And then right as the film gets going into modern day, they're like, we need to go to space. We gotta go do a space mission. And Beast is like, we can't fly to space. Our ship's not capable. And they're like, whatever. Then in space, the X-Jet has been retrofitted with some sort of eye apparatus where Cyclops sinks into the anals of it, puts his eyes into it, and shoots. He shoots at the flaming ball of space thing. That's the Phoenix. I don't know what the hell it looked like. That's when she gets the Phoenix Force. Except in X-Men Apocalypse, we literally see her use the Phoenix Force at the end of the film. Oh, and then like the space shuttle that's in space, right? They use Storm to be able to ice it, to put ice all around it. Is there atmosphere in space? Am I missing something? Then they do the space sequence, and some members need a suit. Jean Grey just stands there in the cold of space in the middle of the space shuttle, while Nightcrawler needs a suit that's duct taped. The X-Women line. That's all I need to say. So Jean is hit with the cosmic space turd thing, and she's on Earth, and everybody's just okay. They're just not even questioning what's wrong with her. She's just left unattended. Her face is literally like crawling with burns and glow, and they're just like, alright. And then we find out aliens exist in this universe, and nobody seems shocked. And then after we find out aliens exist, we then go to underage drinking at the Xavier Institute for Idiots. But at least we see Dazzler. She's honestly my favorite part of this film, for like 5 seconds. Mystique questions Charles on the X-Men name and says it stands for Xavier. Where literally in the First Class film series, they establish that the X stands for the X gene. They also entirely forget that Beast built Cerebro and completely ignore that and say that Charles built it himself. Remember those Quicksilver sequences where he's real fast? Those don't work anymore, apparently. So Genosha is a land given to Magneto, a known terrorist, to just hang out on in the middle of the United States. We get a sequence where Magneto confronts the Phoenix. Magneto is killed, only to show back up alive in the next scene, which is a reshoot. Oh, and then there's a moment where Jean Grey makes Charles walk to her by using and levitating his mind and controlling him, and he's in pain. I don't know why, because he's paraplegic, so he wouldn't feel from the waist down. So then right after that, all of the captured X-Men are loaded up into cars, and then literally the next scene, those cars turn into transport trains that only have about a mile to go to their destination, but the speed it's going at, it's more like 30 miles. Oh, so Nightcrawler, the man against sinning, is just a straight up murderer until it requires him to have emotion for killing someone for one scene. Then at the end of the film, we see Magneto and Charles are both just out there in France and their friends sitting at the Old Friends Cafe. That's actually what it's called. And then above them is the Phoenix. Oh, and get this, it's not Xavier's school anymore. It's actually Jean Grey's school now. They rename it in honor of her name because Xavier gets kicked out. They name it after the girl that almost murdered everybody at the school.